Coming up, we'll show you how the South Dakota National Guard helped rescue man after he fell in Badlands National Park.
And how a South Dakota car crash victim was able to get out of his wheelchair to cross the goal line with the help of his teammates. Good morning, this is KOTG on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
Thanks for starting your day with us. A South Dakota National Guard helicopter crew hoisted a man to safety after he fell 100 feet in Badlands National Park on Saturday. Local volunteer firefighters and Park Service rangers found the 33-year-old man in a deep crevice in the Norbeck Pass area, suffering from head injuries. They made several attempts to pull the man out with ropes.
But when those efforts failed, they notified the National Guard. Their Blackhawk helicopter hoisted the man out of the crevice Saturday night and turned him over to an ambulance crew for transport to Monument Hospital in Rapid City. There's no word on the man's condition. Crews from multiple fire departments responded to a grass fire last night in Turner County. Last night, the Hurley Volunteer Fire Department responded to a grass fire near Standing Beans, south of Parker and west of Hurley. Parker Volunteer Fire Rescue and Davis Fire Department also responded to the fire. All three fire departments say local farmers helped fight the fire by disking the ground. We now know the names of the two men killed in a crash near Wall Lake. Shortly before 11:30 Thursday morning, a pickup pulling a trailer with a small tractor on it was heading east on Highway 42 when it collided head-on with another pickup heading west. Both vehicles started on fire after the crash. 24-year-old Michael Williams of Sioux Falls and 59-year-old Charles Putoff of Sioux Falls were pronounced dead at the scene. South Dakota's Highway Patrol is still investigating the crash. Well, turning to weather now, eastern KOTG saw a thunderstorm roll through on Sunday. Let's see how much rain fell with meteorologist Scott Munt.
Yeah, nice to see that rainfall from yesterday, mainly along and east of Interstate 29. Some of the heaviest amounts of 1 to 2 inches came in across northwestern Iowa. Unfortunately, we had some severe weather accompany it as well. But for today, we are looking at cooler weather, dry weather as well. Numbers into the 60s for afternoon highs, and then another hit of cooler air comes in by Thursday as temperatures retreat to the 50s. And we may stay in the 50s as we go through the weekend and even for next week. That's below average. More details on the KOTG Live Doppler forecast with Brian Karstens coming up.
Thanks, Scott. Starting today, drivers that normally take 26th Street and Southeastern Avenue may want to find another route. Crews will start setting the foundation for the north part of the River Bridge. Semi-trucks will pull onto the South Bridge and stop. Cranes will then unload the truck. That should take 15 to 20 minutes per truck. The bike trail will remain open until the beam over the trail needs to be set. Crews will stop traffic on the trail until the beam is set. Crews will also start laying pavement on the east side of 26th Street and north side of Southeastern Avenue. A local youth football team is honoring a former player who lost his life in a car crash. 15-year-old Barry Grieve died in the crash on Interstate 229 last November. Before he became a freshman at Lincoln High School, Grieve played for the South Dakota Youth Miners Club football team. The Barry Grieve Memorial Tournament in Harrisburg took place over the weekend in his memory. Barry's parents say they're grateful for everything the team and the rest of the community has done to remember and honor their son, who wore number 92.
You know, I personally want to thank all of our friends that have raised money for us, that dropped off food, are still dropping off food, and the plants and the flowers and just anything we need. It's been very touching, you know. I mean, we've gone through such a terrible time in our lives, so the community has been absolutely wonderful, and I want to thank everybody for that.
The Barry Grieve Memorial Tournament wrapped up on Sunday with games played at Harrisburg Middle School. Platte Geddes senior football player Barry D. Sprick scored a once-in-a-lifetime touchdown on Friday in the Panthers' 42-6 win over Gregory. The fourth-ranked Panthers had a 36-6 lead over Gregory when Sprick entered the game following a timeout. Sprick was involved in a serious crash during his freshman year of high school, which left him in a wheelchair. Sprick came into the game and lined up as the running back. He took the ball and, with the help of a couple of his teammates, walked across the goal line for a touchdown. Players from both teams applauded. Brady kept the game ball. A new mural went up in Sioux Falls this weekend on the backside of Piper Arts along Minnesota Avenue. You can find Jana Anderson's blue and gray creation. Anderson grew up in Sioux Falls, but just recently moved back from Philadelphia and started working for Piper Arts.
What I really love about exterior and public art is just the community nature of it. It becomes part of the city and part of a neighborhood, and you know, it starts to become these representations of not just a blank wall or an eyesore, but making something vibrant and lively.
Anderson says she's never done this large of an exterior mural before. And that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens.
All right, weather today. Want to mention the fire weather concerns here in the Pier area. We have a red flag warning in effect, and obviously watching that here in the short-term forecast. Relative humidity has a lot to do with that, running about 20% or so here. Very low levels all the way to Sioux Falls. So I know it rained last night in some areas, but even that tends to dry out pretty quickly when you've got grass areas that are dry. And of course, most of these areas west of Sioux Falls didn't get any rain or very little. So as we look at it on the maps, Futurecast update today shows a few passing clouds by this evening. We might even generate a sprinkle in the northeast. But other than that, Tuesday looks mainly dry, westerly winds, and we're going to go into Wednesday, pick up another cold front that's likely going to trigger some showers in the north part of the day there. And then also we're expecting windy weather as we go into the afternoon. Could be 40 to 50 mile per hour gusts out of the northwest. Temperatures today, 68 degrees Sioux Falls, 69 in Aberdeen, 69 degrees Rapid City. And now on to your 7-day forecast. And we're looking at highs cooling down late Wednesday into Thursday into the 50s. And we'll likely stay in the 50s as we go toward the weekend. So yes, indeed, it is cooling off. Aberdeen in the northeast, 51 by Thursday, 51 on Friday. Overnight lows mainly in the low 30s there. And for Pierre in central South Dakota, same front here, marking a change in the weather down in the 50s, which for this time of the year, a little below normal, but not too drastic yet. I think it'll be a good week to kind of ease into more fall-like weather. Check out the details with the rest of our forecast online here at KEVOLAND.com and have yourself a great Monday.